What's going on? Y'all tuned in to another episode of Xposure. I be your boy, the Global Zoe, and I'm with the gang.
Here, Biddines.
Drego.
And today's show is brought to you by the one and only Sovereign Brands, the official drink of Xposure.
It's all about exposure. You need the exposure. You gotta touch the streets. You need that street credibility. You need that promotion. And that's what exposure provides for the people.
Working me that makes him sign out here at MIA, grinding like I always do. You watching Xposure.
Getting hit in the head with that exposure. You know what it is, them down dogs, Raylo, #1 DJs, #1 promoters for show from Palm Beach. It's exposed. It's wide open now.
Y'all check it out, you know what I'm saying? Keep it locked all over Florida.
And you are watching Xposure.
And man, we bring y'all a different vibe today, man. You know, Christmas is right around the corner. So we're gonna go non-tradition. Y'all ain't gonna get no music, nothing too crazy. But we do wanna keep this focused on the holidays. So this is gonna be a little different for us, man. I'm up for that challenge there. I kinda got that from you though, Eric. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I was like, you know what? We're gonna do something totally outside of the norm. And we wanna talk about the holidays, man.
Yes. It felt real, Home Goods, Etsy, Martha Stewart, when you kind of presented to me and Drego when you're doing this one. So I was like, all right.
Okay.
The props make sense.
Okay, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for sure, man. I'm glad y'all like it. Yeah, and I did a little shopping, man. So shout out to Home Goods and TJ Maxx. They got your boy right. You know what I'm saying? And I had to throw on just the necklace. This is my Cuban link. You know what I'm saying? And my Cuban link, man. But you know, with Christmas coming up, man, we just want to really kick it off with I want to talk about, you know, just as Christmas is approaching, man. How do you treat Christmas? You know what I'm saying? When Christmas is coming, Slab. I'll start with you, but you know, do you really look forward to Christmas? Is it as exciting as Thanksgiving? And you know, I mean, how do you treat Christmas before it approaches?
I've grown to really love Christmas once I had kids, and that became part of our tradition with raising my two boys. But before that, we didn't celebrate Christmas. I grew up Jehovah Witness.
Okay.
So we didn't celebrate Christmas. So that didn't feel nice because I wanted toys. So we kind of waited after to get certain things. But as I got older, I got into the tradition.
Okay.
But I will say it was always nice in elementary school doing the crafts, the activities that the teachers had going on, after school programs where you would have the gift drives and stuff like that. The energy definitely was up and very festive and giving around that time. So that always felt good no matter what your religious upbringing was. So today I still love it. I like the eggnog. I like the the cookies. I like the smell of Christmas trees, the real ones.
Okay.
Even the artificial spray on the other ones. I just love the scent. The coffee. We get into the peppermint seasons and the pumpkins and all that around Christmas and the Thanksgiving area. So it get really nice around the end of the year. Cool, brisky, and breezy.
All right. Drego, what's going on with it?
Well, I might be the oddball of the group, man, because I'm a turkey baby. So, you know, I was born on Thanksgiving. So either you celebrate my birthday or not, it's still being celebrated because of the Thanksgiving. You know, birthday was a couple of weeks ago. Your boy Big 37-9, I'm talking about.
Ooh,
yeah.
Big pressure, big dog.
So Thanksgiving for me is always a birthday for me. It's either I celebrate my birthday or not. But for Christmas, man, I think I celebrated one time in my life. And when I say I'm the oddball, I never really celebrated Christmas, man. And now it's Hanukkah instead of Christmas for me because I'm practicing Israelite. I don't know if you guys know my girl's she's Israelite, and I'm actually practicing it. You know what I'm saying? It's
what does that exactly entail?
So it's the same thing as almost like I don't want to say that because I don't too much to. It's almost like being Jewish.
Okay.
But it's a lot more to it. So if I say that, it's the same Israelite behaviors and everything that they study and with their beliefs. So
Okay.
I don't want to get too heavy into that. But
cool.
yeah. So this year, I guess I would say it's my first time celebrating Hanukkah with me and my grandma and the rest of our family. So yeah, Christmas was never really a thing for me, man. I don't think I've ever gotten a gift or nothing like that for Christmas at all, man.
Oh, wow.
You said grown up?
Yeah, man.
What was the reason?
I think since I was a kid, man, my family been broken up for a long time, man, and because of it, man, I'm gonna just put it out there. It's not, I don't want no pity party or nothing, but I grew up with no parents, no mom, no dad, right? So I grew up with my uncle, and it was just my uncle, and then it became my grandma and my uncle, and then my grandma, my uncle, and grandfather. But the Zoes, they don't really do Christmas like that. You know what I'm saying? These OGs now.
Yeah.
So but outside of that, growing up, still, even being married at one point, it was still flip floppy. So I never really celebrated the holiday. I did once with the family that I had at the time, but now even through years growing up, never celebrated it, man. I think I got one Christmas gift my entire life.
Dang.
Yeah.
So how did you feel like? But when you saw, I'm sure you had friends.
Yeah.
Who were getting like? How did you feel about that?
I think I got used to it at a younger age, man. It used to bother me as a kid. You know what I'm saying? And I say that because it was me and my uncle. When I had a godmother at the time, I used to want to look out for it. When the money came, he was supposed to be the one to buy me a Christmas gift, and never got it. It went towards something else, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of got that feeling already left me since I was a toddler, man. So I expected it not to happen every year. It happened, so I never really cared. You know what I'm saying?
Because I didn't grow up participating either, but it didn't feel nice when you see everybody on the streets with the new bikes and shoes and
right, bikes, shoes, all of it. Like if I got a bike, I found the bike, fixed it up, put it together, and that's how I had a bike. No one ever bought me. That's how I did it. And then when the homies' bikes fuck up, they come to me and I fix it and we all right. That's how I got. I was always. I think I think I became a giver because of it. Probably. I'm happy when everybody else is happy. Gotcha. So that's so to get to love languages, right? That's one of my love languages, giving. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I kind of got over it.
You have a son though, so
yep. So he got everything. You know what I'm saying? Ever since he was younger.
He get Christmas.
Yeah, because his mother there, I'm there. He always got it, and now he's to the point where I don't know what to get my kid for Christmas. Because you know what I'm saying? Like he don't really expect it. Now I just got to the point. What you want for Christmas? Like, do your kid got everything? It's almost hard now to think what to get him now because they got everything. Tablet, phone. I'm like, damn, you want Roblox or something? You want Apex coins or something?
They do reach an age where they know specifically
what they want.
Rather than
right.
they really young and you buying a bunch of just to have a bunch of presents to open up.
I'm to the point, like, I'm like, damn, you don't want to upgrade the Xbox? And he's like, nah, damn, I'm good. I don't really want nothing, but I'll let you know if I do. But like early this year, he said he wanted the ones, but that's even from the year before.
The ones is what, Jordans?
The Jordans, yeah.
Okay,
He wanted the ones, you know what I'm saying? But he rarely asks me for anything, but I have to find, I'm like, I have to go look to see stuff that he needs for me to just get it from. Maybe just some clothes, socks, whatever, but I'll go ham on maybe I'm just going to upgrade his Xbox.
What about you, Global? What y'all?
I had some, my parents worked pretty hard. I was just thinking back of the first Christmas that I could remember where we, where gifts was being exchanged. So it wasn't as big in the household. I feel like my dad was a hustler, so he tried to make sure we have everything we needed. I think it started off with I got a computer one year. That was phenomenal to just everything I learned. And I remember the PlayStation 2 coming out, and I remember we wanted that, but that was like $500 back in the day. That was a lot of bread. You know what I'm saying? And growing up in the household where both parents were working, trying to make ends meet, I didn't think it was possible. But I remember the year my dad actually got us that for Christmas, man. I'm probably I want to say like around 14s, somewhere around that 13, 14. I feel like when we got it, and man, it was I thought my dad was like the man, like you like, yo, Zoe made it happen. But we did do that in my later part of my life. I remember my parents trying to get us gifts for Christmas. I do remember that. Well, it's kind of was the opposite. Going to school though, man, you had like $200 budget to shop. It was kind of tougher for me going to school. Hence, when I got the computer, part of the motivation with selling mixed CDs was able to go to buy school clothes. I was able to buy school clothes and pay for studio time back in the day selling mixed CDs. So that was kind of my motivation when I was showing up to school with that spindle. Everybody thought it was just like, oh, maybe no, but I really needed to buy my tall tees and some fresh reeds to survive the school year. But now as an adult, I look forward to it just because I want to feel like, I mean, you know, giving and seeing someone smile, like knowing like maybe they didn't ask for it, but you was able to get something that they was gonna utilize and that they would appreciate. Like for example, one of the coolest gifts I got was for my sister-in-law. She's into these marathons and she does these 5Ks and different kind of challenges, and I got her this it's something you can hang up. It's a frame, but it keeps all those, I don't know what they call it, that number that's assigned to them when they run. After you run, she's able to save all those, and she's been collecting them. But I got her an official frame that you can hang each one. You insert it inside the plastic, and you can just look back and flip through it and have the memories of each 5K, each marathon, well not marathon, but each run she does. She's able to kind of look back and see it.
With that?
Yeah. Because I know she was in the running.
I didn't know you were so gift thoughtful.
And that's how I kind of do it for Christmas. I kind of enjoy that part. Just seeing someone what they've been doing all year. If they talked about something they wanted to do or something they wanted to buy, I kind of make notes and pay attention. And around November, October, I start my Christmas shopping. And then, I was able to do something like that. But I love the fact when she saw it, she was like, man, I had this in my mind. Like, this is so dope. Like, she could utilize it. I think the best gifts you can get, it don't got to be expensive, but something that you know someone's going to utilize. Like, I know Drego in the gaming world, so I feel like something will be surrounded by the games he played in the gaming world or producing. I know, like, that will be something to get Drego. But that's just how I pay attention to the person. But I do enjoy Christmas now. Like, I'm done with all my shopping. I got my son his gift. I know he's gonna go crazy for it. But he wanted the VR. He's into the VR headset. It's something that he's been asking for.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did y'all go all out with the direct decorations and stuff? Because I know that's one thing my folks did. They'll decorate, but that'll be it. Like they'll put little lights around the house.
Yeah, a little tree, bare minimum tree, lights around the tree, and something outside, bare minimum. But I'm gonna get into it next year. I want to say I'm gonna get the house all decked out for sure. Now that I did the work, that most of the work is done around the house. But that's important, man. That's important. And I just like that feeling, man, when you wake up on Christmas morning, you know, that tree there, do your little gift exchange, man, you spending time. But I think it ultimately is spending time with family and friends, like just being able to be in each other's presence and having a good time. I think that's the most important part of it, what I get from Christmas. But I'm not, I'm thankful for whatever I get. It don't matter how big or how small, I'm always thankful for whatever I get. I'll utilize it, that's for sure. That's for sure.
Oh, dope.
Yes, sir.
Merry Christmas from Xposure to you all.
Boom! Boom! So as we talking about that, let's talk about something else, man. So when you gathering with your family, of course there's food, there's the games, you know what I'm saying, and there's the movies. So any tradition y'all got now as we're in our adulthood, we got significant others and we got kids. Is there anything you're implementing now that's important that you've been doing as far as tradition is concerned?
Now what I've started to do, because my boys are good at getting gifts, but they haven't really learned the side of wanting to give that exchange back to somebody else. So we've kind of tried to let go a little bit and see what they're gonna do or what they're gonna think about as far as the side of it being thoughtful and trying to come up with something, putting the time aside in advance to be thoughtful, like the beautiful part of gift giving versus, just receiving. So I think it's like that transition from when you start getting to an age where it's like all right, it will make sense for you to know that there's another side instead of just being catered to. Now other people want to feel what you can give. So that's been a part of the tradition. That's been something that's been implemented new. So it allowed me and my mom to relax a little bit, kind of see what they gonna do, and also wait for them to say what they want, because they are simple. They don't ask for a lot, but getting them to try to do the other stuff on their own, not because before you'll kind of make them like, hey, we got to get this for your grandmother, hey, we got to get this,
right,
and then they know you're gonna do it, but you're not really learning the giving side. And that was something I didn't know, because I wasn't participating. So when it came down to times of me trying to come up with something as thoughtful as you did with the marathon tag plates, I didn't know how to do none of that. I'm thoughtful in the process throughout the year, but I was always a little uncomfortable with the pressure of holidays, like Valentine's Day.
Right.
No, you're right though. That's definitely.
Christmas and birthdays. I was, in my mind, and this is just me being, I guess, stubborn. I'm like, I would like to want to go all out in those ways outside of a season that's kind of making you want to do it. Now it's just me being stubborn. Today, I'm like, hey, we all having fun, everybody doing it, and ain't nothing wrong with participating fully.
Yes, sir. Drego, what you got?
Again,
any traditions?
It's new this year, so just like that.
But just some traditions that you implemented outside.
So it's always been me and Lil Man. I've always I always took him to the little event out in Drego, to the Christmas lighting and stuff like that.
Okay.
Because it was something that we've always done. Even with family now, it's just always me and him. We didn't go this year because of course because of work.
Yeah.
But the Christmas parade and the Christmas lighting was always a tradition that we always did every single year. He still asks about it because we've been doing it since he was 5 or 6.
Okay.
So yeah, that's one thing we always did down in Drego. Yeah.
Oh, the tree lighting.
Yeah, the tree lighting in Drego.
Yeah, it's a
the
100-foot
parade.
tree. Yeah, 100-foot tree.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. One thing I do is I love going to Coconut Creek. There's a light show down there that they do where you can get in your car. They got 3D glasses if you choose to or not, and it's just a nice ride, man. Maybe 45-minute drive if you're going 5 miles per hour of this beautiful light show. Just enjoying that. Johnny usually gets his iPad and starts filming, and we just always fascinated by that. That's one thing that we've been doing. I'm actually just bought the tickets to do it this week, so I'm looking forward to that, to see if he still enjoys it as he gets older. Right. I hope or maybe I need to find a different spot, but that's one thing we've always done. We enjoy that there. And unfortunately, he's in the 5th grade. Somebody spoiled it to him. Like, he came home and said, man, they told me Santa Claus is not real. Whoa. So yeah, these kids now with social media and how they talk. So we used to do the cookies and the milk in the morning, Christmas morning, drop a little bit of baking soda powder on the floor, let them know Santa was here, this is what he left, man. And it's just one year he really was like, I feel like they sold it to him and he just wasn't buying it no more, man. So he's like, I know y'all buy me my gifts. It ain't no Santa. And it was like, it kind of messed up that little vibe, but I did look forward to setting that up for him to make sure when he woke up he had that experience, man. But,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
I remember, Jay came to me and was like, Dad, Santa not real? I said, damn, who told you that? I remember that.
I knew real.
How old was he when he realized?
Before 1st grade.
Yeah. How old was Johnny?
I think he found out third. I want to say 4. I want to say it was probably last year. He really was so like
Jay was 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jay was 6.
They grew up with nice kids because they snitched and told my kid.
I heard.
My younger one didn't believe at all. The older one, he liked to believe. It was worth believing.
Part of me felt like that too, like wrestling. I didn't want to hear tell me his fate. Like I was good. Like let me enjoy what I'm enjoying.
Right.
Now, because once you get, well, this is what I'm a phrase it in what I'm expressing.
Okay.
When the kids start getting older and the tradition no longer feel the same, like it's changing a little bit as a participant, then it make me kind of, I can see how people can be sad once that tradition is kind of expired due to the age. Because now my older, we doing the sleepovers and the hot cocoa breakfast. Like they getting in their pajamas, buying pajamas, they sitting out, you seeing all this stuff, and now they start getting older. You looking at your kids like, y'all just open y'all one big present that y'all wanted, and with nothing else. Don't even, and if you did get some other things, they ain't even looking at that stuff. So then you get to a point where like, I can't be spontaneous because they gonna let you know.
Right.
You bought something that they ain't really care for. Oh, a hoodie.
No.
iPhone 13 and leave.
$1,500.
Yeah.
Versus 35.
Then they gone, and we experience our feelings getting hurt. And then as a parent, you kind of gotta check yourself and say, was I doing this for me? Cause they kind of hurting my feelings that, they not like the little 3 and 4-year-olds that was impressed with the rapping and everything. Cause I got to the point like, man, you gonna rap.
You gotta expect it though.
Yeah. It hurt your feelings. It hurt your feelings though.
Dang.
Cause then you wanna, but I don't know if now I see once we got old enough to kind of dismiss certain traditions. Now I look back and I think about our parents and relatives and things like that we dismissed what they loved and kind of took that away from them, and then it's you can be left empty because you're like, oh, the traditions we had that I appreciated, it's no longer here. We're not doing those things anymore. So I don't know if I voiced that if I was just venting in therapy. It wasn't really a question.
No, you good. You good. Yeah, it's a different outlook on that. You know what I'm saying? And I guess I'm kind of excited to see as Johnny gets older. I feel like my journey, I don't know, I'm just listening and taking it in. I feel like I'm gonna be right there with you, telling you the same thing years from now.
I tried to get mine to understand how, like you said, to start giving and remembering birthdays and stuff like that. Because at one point he was like, "What about your birthday? When are we gonna celebrate yours?" So when he said that one time to me, I'm like, "Oh, I'll let you know when it comes. But I got him used to telling his mom, you know what I'm saying, like happy birthday or making a card or something like that. So I tried to get him to remember, hey, it's not just about receiving. Sometimes you got to give also. You know what I'm saying? So,
yes, sir.
Yeah.
So
that's the part.
Am I the only one that treats myself to? I treat myself every year to something too, though.
Yep.
Oh, I don't.
I've always that's one thing.
It might be every other year for me though. It's not like I don't really not every.
No,
year.
every year I do spread. I get myself a gift. Like every year I've been doing that. Not saying that I'm like, how can I don't want to take away from people who actually do get me, but I always sometimes I just got my eye on something.
Yep.
And it might cost a little bit more than the norm for somebody. And instead of saying I don't want to put that pressure on nobody,
right.
so I always usually would get myself something that I can enjoy. And you know what I mean? Like for example, I got a new paint job on my truck. Like that's something that's a couple bands, but that's something I wanted to do to give my truck another, God knows, 5-10 years without worrying about it. I'm like, you know what? Let me get some new rugs, replace a few of the buttons inside, and I just got a fresh coat paint. That thing sexy black. So now I'm like, I could ride out for another couple, 5-10 years easy with no problem. But that's something I treated myself to this year. I didn't want no gadgets because I got everything I feel with cameras, and I usually get something techie, but I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Do you wait a certain time of the year for you to do that?
It's always around Christmas time.
Okay.
It's usually going to be at least November or December. But this year I've been thinking about it, and now in Florida I learned something that we should be waxing our cars every 3 months religiously because of the weather. Yeah, so the UV rays started messing with the hood and the top of the car, the ceiling. And when I started looking at it, I'm like, it's too late. The damage was there. So now, you know, I gotta wait 30 days and I'll be able to make sure I wax it every 3 months. And they told me that's the best thing you can do in that Florida weather is wax it every 3 months. But them UV rays will eat your paint.
Yeah, it happens.
Okay.
If I see somebody call like that, I don't even judge.
Yeah. So I was
slacking. New, and then you got that just like ashy, like walking on your knees in kindergarten.
That's in my grill right now. My grill got that problem
you see what I'm saying? So yeah, I learned about that, and I said, you know what? They told me after 30 days, just make sure I do that every 3 months. So I'm gonna stay on top of that. But yeah, that's just one thing I also do. I noticed that about myself.
My treat.
Go ahead.
My treat to myself is doing nothing.
For when? Coming up to Christmas Day or like what?
Doing nothing
at all?
Nothing for myself. Being able to genuinely be able to do nothing without any expectations. Because the pressure of having to deliver around holidays, it's a pressure. There's things to do. You got to fulfill quotas. You got to make people happy, and you want to do nice things. I like not having to have anybody have to do nothing for me, and vice versa. Everybody can just do what they need to do. You get to do what you want to do. You get to save your money. You get the thoughts be nice, because obviously I did it the other way. But I've had some holidays where I really didn't have to worry about nobody, and it felt so beautiful. It was almost like I had a vacation away from tradition. Not that I will always want that, because I appreciate tradition,
right.
But going a couple of years where everybody moving around and scrambling, especially for those that have they're in unfortunate circumstances, the holidays can be stressful for a lot of people. So you having a couple of years where you're on the outside, where you don't have to worry about nothing, and it's very simple and empty, and there's no requests, there's no demands, there's no pressures. You like, this is nice, because you feel the frenzy, you ain't in the frenzy.
So is there encounters? You still interacting with people? It's just the gift exchange part you saying?
I don't gotta show up to no parties.
We talking about everything.
Like, I've had a couple of years where it was almost as if the holidays
didn't exist.
Yeah, didn't exist in that sense.
So it's like the family's taking a family trip for the holiday and you stay home and everybody's gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it might be where the person, there might be a family member that usually was the one that led everything. Okay. Then that year they went somewhere else. Then it might be another one to where everybody just kind of dropped the ball on making it an event.
Gotcha.
And then it was like, oh, this is an easy one. This only want this and that. And we got, oh, it's out of the way. Wait, anybody? Auntie them? Nope, no, you didn't. Oh, and then you realize,
but no, acting like you hit a lick. Like, yeah. What? That's it.
It feels like that. And then like your siblings cool, because your siblings want you to have your money to do you, and then vice versa. Everybody got their kids, so everybody kind of like, if we just leave each other alone, and none of us have to worry about everybody, especially when you have a big family, then it's like, this is kind of nice. It ain't what I used to, but it's.
Do you feel like that's okay because maybe throughout the year there's different times where y'all do get together and maybe look out for one another, so Christmas ain't like it's like it doesn't have to happen on Christmas because we already got each other. We already do things, you know.
I'm talking about it was a dry New Year's, it was a dry Thanksgiving, it was a dry Christmas. Oh. It wasn't no Valentine's. Like it was empty. it had its aspects of discomfort because you used to something going on.
Yeah.
While you're nestled in that discomfort, you realize the silence that you didn't get to hear before, and then you say, you know what, let me appreciate this silence and just accept that there's nothing to do, and then it's relaxed. And then that's when you feel the frenzy around you of what everybody else got going on, but you realize, oh, I get a break. Because sometimes it is a lot, the holiday seasons, when you got birthdays, there's been some times where I felt like the whole year was booked up to where, especially as musicians, when you got stuff you wanna do, you're like, man, you gotta put this album out before September, because if not, the rest of the year is gone. You can't do no campaigns, no nothing, unless you got a holiday song or something for the ladies around Valentine's Day. It can really stifle the word.
Yeah.
It can stifle a couple of your plans that would require a lot of your attention, your resources, your finances. And then if there's a few things before that you do to splurge before, whether it's going out of town or a random event like maybe bigger functions and stuff like that, you're like, oh, this whole year gone.
Mm-hmm.
This whole year got something going on. You could do 2 decent things a month. It's like that month gone when you really want to have time around. But that's just me. I like to have space
Right.
between things that I'm doing.
I guess I'm that guy. I'm kind of lucky. Everybody's birthday is kind of separate. The anniversary's different.
Okay.
The holidays hitting. You know what I'm saying? So I'm probably the only one that lands on a holiday,
Okay.
or like 2 days off, or before or after. That's close to a holiday or something like that. But nobody really gives nothing on Thanksgiving. But thanks, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So
Food.
but yeah, everybody's birthday lands. And the holidays lands, they
spread out.
Yeah, so I guess I'm good when it comes to that.
So I got a question for you. Would it be a deal breaker if a chick birthday's in December, like maybe like, I don't know, December 15th, and then Christmas there, and she'd be like, well, you know what, you're dealing with me, you gotta get me two, I need 2 gifts, because I need that birthday present and I need Christmas at the same time. No, we ain't gonna get you just the month of December. She just got this expectation because she's been doing it her whole life. She's got to be celebrated twice. Or do you feel like, nah, man, I can just get you a decent Christmas present and call it a day? You know what I'm saying? Or I take care of you on your birthday. We don't worry about Christmas. I'm just curious that you brought it up. Like, you already talked about the pressures. I'm kind of like,
If I decide to get involved with someone and that's their standards, because they've been conditioned to enjoy those things, and now I step in the picture, why should she have to change what she's comfortable with for me if I'm also benefiting on the other
The return?
if I'm benefiting on everything else she's accumulated throughout the year. I can't be mad because you used to doing this, and I'm liking that. And then all of a sudden you say, hey, but my birthday around this time, I do expect 2 gifts. I'm like, all right, I'm still expecting you to do the mother thing.
all right, cool.
Do it to your ex.
Good.
I be thanking the exes. I think that's healthy for us to thank exes.
To thank them.
Yeah, because if you ever even entertain someone who learned something from a relationship prior to you, you can appreciate it.
Man, that could be a good or bad thing.
Yeah, I'm with you, Drego.
It can be a bad thing if you I can see it being a bad thing if you're not able to accept what growth needs to come from the bad that there is.
You could be seasoned but not seasoned well. How about that?
Seasoned but not seasoned well.
So that's the saying, you put too much salt in that chicken, but you ain't really let it marinate with the real seasoning. You know what I'm saying?
So now you get the ass. Well, you said too much salt.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can. What do we do to fix when it's too much?
You gotta water that thing down.
That's it.
What you gotta do? You either throw it away, or you gotta water that thing down.
Well, you get to get it wet then. You know how to get it wet.
That be salty.
If you know how to get it wet, if you can't get it wet, then let it go.
Oh
somebody else might like the salt.
You know what? And to his point, you know, I be fit. Listen, yeah, somebody out there to be just fine with it. You right about that. You ain't lie.
Be thankful and be happy. Be happy for him.
That's crazy. All right.
Yeah, so for the holiday tips for those who are in new relationships or passing through relationships and it's different, we send our love to y'all from Xposure.
There it is.
It's the season to be jolly.
Hey, man.
Jolly
Rancher.
Speaking of season.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Cool. So let's talk about the movie side. I know when we gather around, you know what I'm saying, the movies, there's some movies that's classics out there. You probably rewatch them on the holidays or around the holiday time. So yeah, I was gonna say, as I was thinking about that topic and which movie, I feel like I can watch over and over and over. I never get tired of it. I'm gonna bust out laughing and enjoy it. Definitely Home Alone would have to be one of my classics around Christmas time. You know what I'm saying?
That was one, but it became Friday After Next for me, man. One with Ricky Smiley in it, where he was with Dede. Yeah, was it next? Friday After Next.
I know what you're talking
about. When he started the movie still in the Christmas tree. Yeah, that became mine, man.
That became yours?
Yeah.
Oh man. I wish we could have got one more, man. I wish they could have got that money right. You know what I'm saying?
That's Friday.
So you a Home Alone too?
The first Home Alone.
The first Home Alone?
I like the first Home Alone.
Okay.
That was really nice. That's probably the biggest Christmas movie I can think of.
Nobody really topped it since, you know what I'm saying? Like Home Alone, we grew up on that. Definitely.
That's what I thought Christmas was supposed to look like.
Yeah.
Movie.
That's a good description. I like how you just said that. That would be my. I would say the exact same thing.
That's felt like we was getting ripped off after Home Alone came out.
Man,
yeah.
So it's like, man, it's hot.
Yeah.
Santa ain't gonna come here. We ain't got no chimneys.
Fact.
No reindeers ain't around here.
I always wanted a chimney for that reason. Yep.
No, I wanted the snow.
And snow too.
I needed to see snow.
I wanted the snow. I wanted to see it falling that day. Home Alone made you feel like that was how it was supposed to look.
Hey, to this day, I've never seen snow yet.
Man, I got a story.
You never see snow?
I got a story for
that was my goal. I probably did when I was a kid because I was born in Jersey. But I wanted to take a trip this year. I was trying to go to Colorado to actually see it, and that didn't work out. But hopefully next year I can figure something out, and I want to see snow. When I was in Gainesville, now I got one morning when I went up to my van at the time. I mean, it almost looked like it was so cold that it looked like snow was on the car. Like I couldn't even see the car, barely recognized it. But dang, I really want to see snow.
I got a story for one, man. When I was in Afghanistan.
Oh shoot! All right, we don't hear that every day. It's like come down the block. You know what I mean?
It got real cold. During the day, it warm up. When it get hot there. When it rains there. And when it snows there. So, yeah, we was in the valley.
They get all of it.
Yeah, that's
They get all of the above. And it's bad. Every time it happens, it's bad. Thunderstorms, all of that. So, me not knowing, I know it's cold, whatever like that, but we are in our tents. Our tents, they got these units, man. They got these nice AC units that can go hot and cold, whatever like that. So I'm comfortable in my tent.
Mm-hmm.
Just wake up one morning, and I hear my boy go out the door. Oh shit, it's snow outside. And that woke me up my sleep. I right out my sleep, so I'm in my boxers, man. I jumped right in the snow because it's my first time. I didn't know. But I was creeping up, but all I could hear is stuff sliding out off the tent. I didn't know what it was. I'm thinking, it's probably wet day.
But was you cold? You said in your
I
boxers?
jumped in the snow in my boxers, man.
Brother, were you cold?
Man, I was freezing. I was so excited that I ignored it for the first 60 seconds and went inside and got sick. Everything was wet, just my boxes, bro. Everybody looked at me like I was crazy, but it's my first time. I'm from Florida, bro.
Yeah, I can get that.
Yeah, I'm from Florida. It's my first
You don't
time.
think it don't look that cold.
That's why I'm questioning.
So it's just sitting there. So, but it's -10. And it stayed -10. Even when the ice melted, it was still -10. But after I jumped in the snow, grabbed it, of course, threw it, but ran inside. I want to put clothes on, but now I was freaking freezing. Everything frozen, bro. Pipes, no water. We can't shower. This is for like 2 weeks.
They ain't telling you was risking your life doing that.
No, man. Everybody looking at me, laughing at me, bro. Even other people from the other sides, they're laughing at me, man.
The -10 ain't no joke,
bruh.
I'm about to say,
I learned in
already.
the next 5 minutes. Definitely learned that my knuckles got all dark. It started peeling.
You could have got frostbite.
Dude, I was messed up. I was messed up for the next 2 weeks. I was messed up.
Jumping in the snow.
You
Jumping in the
get
snow.
you get a headache in your
Because
finger.
it's instant.
You didn't even know you could get headache.
That's what I'm saying. I was about to say, you brave, bro.
It's instant. It was, but it was fun. It was fun. It was instant, man. And yeah. So I experienced it for a short amount of
So
time.
you experienced it in Afghanistan?
In Afghanistan.
Wow. How about you? What your snow experience?
I've seen it in New York a couple of times.
Okay.
In Salt Lake City, Utah, Oregon. Especially when I went on that tour at Rick's. It was probably a handful of places. I don't even remember all the other places, but I seen snow probably about 6 times.
Oh,
yeah. It ain't always like there's regions where there'll be snow, but it's not like it's tolerable too. It's like it's a different type of snow. I can't explain it. So it ain't always bad. It is cold, but seeing it, especially the climates where the sun is still out, you kind of get both. You got the snow and you got the sun. That's nice. Yeah, I appreciate it. I know I wouldn't like to live in conditions like that unless I had everything I needed. Like every single thing. When I was in Park City, Utah, it was some people had heated driveways.
What?
Because it can be it's because it's snow and it's a lot of hills too. Yeah. So it can be difficult with your vehicles driving through certain places. So those people had heated driveways where you looking, they driveway just clear. No shoveling or nothing necessary. You got everything you need.
I guess to cut the work out for them. That's dope.
Yeah, that is dope.
I'm like, that's how I would want to do it. I know it's probably a flex, probably really expensive. But I'm like, if I was to live in climates like that, I would want to have it all.
Yeah, you would have to have it all.
I want to do the luxury, so I don't have to think you got to get used to shoveling the snow. It is hard. For the natives, it's probably nothing. That's just part of it. But for a Floridian, where we don't really have anything to worry about as far as our climate, other than the sun doing damage to your roofs. We probably have to change our oil more than other people. There's a few things we might not really take into consideration, but our heat temperatures do.
Oh yeah, it can damage your home if your home don't keep a certain temperature. It can damage your roof of your home also, because you can get leaks here and there. Stuff start running out.
Roofs and floor. Oh my God, went through hell. That roof is no joke. I feel like just buying a whole new house. Like that was
y'all take the roof.
You talk about that stress. I'm about to say that's stress right there for real. My gosh, like insurance in Florida is crazy. I feel like you pay for it, but when it's time for them to to break that bread, man, you finna go through hell. I felt like I was at a record label trying to get my masters. I'm like, I've been paying y'all too every month, and I'm fighting for that. But no, that's crazy.
No, that snow life is definitely different, man. Because I visited some family up north one time, and the struggle that they had to go to wake up 3 a.m, get up, shovel snow, start the car up, then go back inside, get ready for work, to leave for work early, and then fighting the road to get to work, and then to leave work.
Yeah, that's do it all over again.
Oh my God!
Much.
And then you get home 8, 9, maybe 10 o'clock at night to probably maybe try to prepare food to eat to feed like we're visitors, so we're there. So they're trying to, you know, we're cool. We want to go buy food to go out and eat. We want to enjoy the snow, but for you to come home 8, 9, 10 o'clock, maybe almost to try to prepare food for you to eat, to get to sleep, to wake up at 3, 4 in the morning. Dude, I can't. I was like, nah, I can't stay there. I love my Florida life. I'll do a hurricane for 3, 4 weeks over the snow, man. I'm sorry. Man, listen.
He'll take a hurricane.
What we did 3, 4
when
weeks
you say
before.
he'll take a hurricane, exactly what part of the hurricane are we talking? We're talking about without power hurricane 3, 4 weeks? Is that the one you talking? Or you talking about just some winds and some rain?
We used to that 3, 4 weeks now, aren't we?
Hell no. I've never been 3, 4 weeks.
Yeah, we have.
No. Hell no. I've done like 4 days.
There was
3, 4 days. Not
But
weeks.
I personally never had to do that.
Oh, I had 3 weeks.
I know people that had.
We went to school with no power too.
Yeah, I've never done that long. I've done 3, 4 days.
Yeah, I did like maybe 3.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
Oh yeah, I had 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks.
Where you were living, boy?
And I went to school. You all went to the same high school. We had no power in high school either. I wasn't a senior then. Y'all definitely was
I
there.
ain't never go to school without no power.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh yeah, the school didn't have no power.
What school you went to?
Atlantic. Yes, we went at least almost a full week with no power in school.
Well, some of y'all went. Everybody ain't go.
Yeah, I don't understand. What are you doing in the school with no power?
We was definitely there working, sweating bullets. Tell you that.
Okay,
I remember them days, boy. We got hit.
I don't
by
even
3
understand what's
hurricanes.
the point of that. Like, that don't even make sense.
Yeah,
I ain't go.
Yeah, I don't remember that. Yeah, I don't.
Not even that day. It was a week.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Week.
Nah, Drego,
I do remember.
I can't remember that.
It's possible that it could have been some parts. It's the old land, right?
04? 03?
Yeah, so it's the older land.
Yeah.
So it probably wasn't the whole school.
Yeah, I was at
Because they had some.
It was the 05? Okay.
They
I
had
was
some
at Boy
parts
High
that
then.
flood.
Yeah. The annex, all that.
Yeah, they had parts.
Do you remember which hurricane it was?
We got hit by 3 that year, back to back. Back to back. Francis.
I remember. I don't remember that. Yeah,
I'm trying to remember the
going
names,
to
man.
school with no power, fam. That I know.
Yup, it was
I
the
never
last week.
had a crucial hurricane experience.
I mean, we was old.
What would you call crucial?
Right, yeah.
Like people being scared they're gonna lose their life and things.
I don't think
like
we
that.
ever was like that.
Yeah, I never experienced anything.
So for me, you watch it on TV, but I had the privilege to go be the first responders in Key West when Matthew came. That was the first time that I almost questioned what the hell we doing, like why we going out there, like, you know what I'm saying? Because when you drive to the Keys, you got those bridges, and you got the way they do it. They're so trained, but they drive their cars like if there's the main road going north and south, everybody would drive their car to the main road at the highest point, because that's the highest point of the main road. You can't leave it in your driveway. So when we got to this one, after Homestead, you got to this one particular spot before you enter the Keys. I feel like we drove for 45 minutes and it was nothing but cars at this highest point. And then you'll see every now and then you'll see a trailer upside down, boat in the middle of the road. It just looked abandoned. It looked like some Resident Evil without the monsters. Like just looked abandoned. And I'm like, oh my God, like this is real. So when we end up being there, when I got to the location to open up to the public, we had SWAT, we had the Navy, like we had so much security, we had tanks. Because if I thought about like if people wanted to rush us, like let's just say for food, because they had no power, there was no hotel available, and they starving and they know they got some chicken over here, you can get some sandwich, like you can get a comfort food. What would stop 100 people from rushing 20 people, for example, to try to get a nice home cooked meal? It was pretty interesting, but that's the first time I said, man, we were blessed. Like we dodged a bullet. Miami had floods, they had a lot of water, but we dodged a bullet. That's the first time I seen it with my eyes, what the what a hurricane could do, and I seen with my eyes, and I said, man, yeah, I don't take that for granted. And yeah, the Keys had some very nice people though. The ones who stayed, who couldn't evacuate, they were some of the nicest people I met. Under them circumstances, I would have been way more stressed out and pissed. They were some of the nicest people though, and said thank you and appreciate you for opening, and just thank you for giving us
props
a
for you for doing that, because not many people have taken advantage.
Yeah, man, it was interesting, but no, I appreciate that. Thank you, man.
Mm-hmm.
I ever since then I said, yeah, we got to be grateful for these storms when they come, and we still have our houses, and like you said, you haven't been through a tragic one. But shout out to my dad. The one when we lost power, man, he took wires, he set it to the car. We had light. He had light coming through the house. He done some things with a battery. Like my dad was like ready though, man. I don't know if them tactics in Haiti, but my dad made like, I felt like we still ate good. We had music. He made it fun, although we had no power.
It was always a party, y'all. We know it. It was always a party.
We that's the side I'm used to seeing. I didn't want to say it like that, but people.
Well, for the ones that don't know,
it was like a vacation.
Yeah, for the ones that don't know, that's what it is when we get hurricanes.
It was even fun going into it. It's unfortunate for those who, I guess it's unfortunate for everybody to have to do this. Right. But for some reason, Florida, in its lighter sense, have like a nice a good humor, positive humor when it comes to preparing for these things. So we'll joke, we'll go out, we be mad because we got to get the Dasani water, or you looking at what's left in your options.
That is a nasty water.
We all get together. I feel like it get the whole.
People be mad because they were like,
it tastes. I mean, the minerals they add in that one.
Everybody.
I gotta taste that theory, man. I gotta try it. But everybody say that.
You ain't missing nothing.
But it is a time of the year wherever we all do get together, like it's a holiday. You know, we all help each other out, putting shutters up and boards and all of that. You know. And then when all that gone, you know, you forget your neighbor and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So we got to the usual. That's what it is.
It do feel nice. You can feel it's a time where everybody want everybody to be taken care of. Everybody want everybody to be good. Neighbors is checking on you.
Cooking, everybody's eating in the neighborhood, cutting down trees together. You know,
you ain't gotta go nowhere. You ain't gotta work. It sucks for those who actually end up losing jobs.
Right.
But then you appreciate the people that actually going out there. They are working for you. They putting in their time if they FP&L and they gotta work crazy hours. It's horrible. But you do feel the unity and community coming together.
You buckle down.
Yeah. You do. It brings something back together. So that's the part where I'm like, man, I kind of had some nice ones. Especially times when there's barbecue going on, because if the electricity go out, you gotta eat certain ways. The rain.
Remember curfew?
Yeah, the curfew. But if you had somebody to hunch, y'all just stuck in the house.
Hey,
you ain't got nothing else to do. Like, okay,
it was quarantine before quarantine.
Quarantine, yeah. Florida, well, not just Florida, but any other hurricane states. I already knew about the quarantine. You had people surfing whether it was in the road or going to the beach. They're out there barefooted, like, and after it felt so liberating, like it was a cleanse that went on. Everything slowly got back to where it needed to be, and then people will take their drive around to see what it's looking like out there.
Hey, I do that. I'm infamous for that.
Hey, y'all seen the Walgreens?
Yeah. That's me.
Oh, true.
That's me.
I hope they all right over there. You start seeing this it's like you driving through something that's on display. You just going around. We want to see what Mother Nature did. How mad she was at us. You look around like, man, they split a whole tree in half. What?
What you call it? House got hit by a tree, bro. It's gone.
Yeah.
That's before we used to use our cell phones to show social media.
Before you get that was before social media really took over.
But now we supposed to be grown now, so I don't think it'd be as funny to us. Cause you just got a roof.
Yeah.
We laughing now. You'll be like, and you said how long it took you trying to get that
Hey, boy, I be thinking about that. Yeah, boy. But that was interesting, man. I can't believe what we're at and how much we accomplished, from the episodes to the shorts to the platforms, man. And I bumped into somebody in the streets the other day, and I was like, man, look, I like what y'all doing. Keep doing it. I really enjoyed the Haitian Fresh interview, and he was Hispanic too. That was pretty dope for him to say. And he's just like, yeah, I like what y'all doing, man. Just keep doing it, keep bringing the guests, and just y'all making a difference out there. That was the conversation. So I was like, yo, that's what's up. I say, appreciate you even coming up and saying, you ain't have to do that, but it kind of just inspired me and trying to give me some ideas for things we can implement and try out for next year. But that's what's up, man. I'm happy for us, man, and I think this is gonna definitely end off the year for us on Xposure, man. And just with that being said, all our viewers, all our supporters, all our fans, on behalf of myself, I just definitely want to say we appreciate you. Thank you for celebrating the year with us, and I do wish you and your family, all your loved ones, a Merry Christmas, a Happy Holiday, and a Happy New Year. Slab.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all the other
At least
ceremonies around.
Yeah.
Felipe Bob.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. Drego.
Hey man, happy holidays and New Year's. You guys take it easy out there, all right?
You came on so smooth with it, suave, suave with it.
He got on his lavender coconut oil.
Yes, sir. And we all got out our Xposure gear that's gonna be available to you next year. The hoodies, the polo shirts, the sweatshirts, the hats. We coming, man. We appreciate y'all. Y'all tuned into Xposure, and this another episode. And we are. That's stupid. I was like, I gotta keep that.
It's more than just a podcast. It's Xposure.